Thank you very much. I learned a lot. We can take 3 short questions. Lee.
Then, as a result, you can't trace that the whole idea of MAD or mutual assured destruction doesn't exist. Is there a danger on that point?
This is one of the threats that is taken into account by some observers of the Iranian behavior. The question was to what extent we have to take into account that Iran will transfer nuclear weapons once they get them into the hands of non-state organizations, like terror organizations, I assume. My answer is that some observers of Iranian behavior takes this threat into account. I personally tend to say no. I don't see any advantage from the Iranian viewpoint of transferring these weapons to the hands of, say, Hezbollah or some other terror organizations. It could bring about deterioration, unexpected and unintended deterioration for Iran itself. Things can get out of control. And if Iran, for example, wants to protect Hezbollah, I think it can do it in a better way if it's going to use or to threaten the use of the nuclear weapons by itself, not by giving it to Hezbollah. I don't think even the Syrians, who are also linked to Hezbollah, will be very happy when Hezbollah in their backyard will have nuclear weapons too. So I tend to assume that my answer is logically no. Logically.
I'd like to ask you, with specific regard to the whole question of sanctions being part of the American policy in the near future towards Iran, China's role with regard to those sanctions. In other words, will China be part of it, or will they be part of the sanction busting program, especially considering the fact that already Chinese banks are involved in monetary deals with Iran, and also involved in financing some of the projects in Iran.
Yeah. And this is exactly the question the Obama administration asked China. Now the American is actively engaged in Iran's diplomatic way. The American asked, by the end of the day, if the Obama initiative failed, will China be joining the United States to have new sanctions against Iran? And this is my personal observations that China was or is a part of the UN solutions, which you adopted the 3 the solutions sanction on Iran, and whether we would willing and to take further sanctions on Iran, I think it is matter determine. But it depends on the results and also the process of the talks between United States and Iran. If there is some progress have been made, so this is the new sanction will be out of questions. And as you said that China's bank, I think this is something China, I personally believe, as far as I know that is in a very awkward position, and because China very strict to with itself, and that we are implement and whatever adopted by the UN resolutions. And also, we have to talk about, the financial, the linkage between a Chinese bank and with the U.S. Financial institutions. And so we are very, very careful about, very restricted about our plans. And we got a complaint by the Iranians because they said, and within the UN resolution, there's no an articles of sanction or especially the bank rations, but China took the initiative on that.
Thank you. Paulo?
Well, just since we have in front about the last slide, I would say, when Iran wants a bomb, it depends. It depends on the degree of the threat that we perceive. The terrorist defense in abstract may not work, as they may envisage a situation in which there are other actors, and then locally we decide to have the bomb if Iran has it. So it works both ways. Hegemony, it depends. I don't think that the hegemony based on nuclear weapons is the wrong way to go. Domestic strength, after they have said all in all, many times over, that they don't want the bomb, unless there is a very strong perception of threat, then the domestic strength would be enhanced by not having the bomb. If the regime, which is very much ideological now, decides that all of a sudden, without motivation, to change declaratory policy, this is not strengthening the domestic power. Finally, will Iran use the bomb? It's a little bit far-fetched. The point is that we all know in what that possessing the bomb there are so marginal of uncertainties. And they may be tempted to ask, will Israel use the bomb? But what do you know about the procedure under which Israel will use the bomb?
Thank you, everybody. Coffee is there.